Annie, will you call the roll?
Mayor Chesley,
Here.
Vice Mayor Rice, Councilman Albright,
Here.
Town Manager Hicks.
Here.
We have two sets of minutes on the agenda tonight for approval. The minutes for the January 7th town meeting and the minutes for the January 28th work session. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any corrections or additions?
I have done.
I have none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. The minutes will be approved as presented. Next, we'll move into reports of officers, boards, and committees. Annie, will you read the permits report?
Building use and occupancy sign permits for January 2013. January 9th, SWB Holdings, 1203 East Raymond Avenue, interior renovations, add a front porch. There were no use and occupancy permits. There was one temporary use and occupancy permit on January 8th, Helen Spooner, 4840 Strauss Avenue for George's Ribs. It's the second extension of the temporary UNO, and it expires on June 30th, 2013. There were no demolition, grading, or sign permits.
Thank you. Any questions on the permits report? Next, we have the finance report.
I'm just trying to see. Finance report for 2013, January. Beginning cash balance, $105,037.70. Total revenues, $646,585.04. Total expenditures, $646,618.74, with an ending cash balance of $105,004. Total investments, $2,107,968.34. Any questions?
Thank you. Next, we have the town manager's report. He will also give the Code Enforcement, Planning Commission, and Economic Development Commission reports.
Town Manager's Report, January 2013. Public Works. Calvert Utility will begin the repair work to the sewer line coming from Jameson Court this week. The work actually began today. Please have your trash curbside by 7:30 a.m. on the day of your scheduled pickup. And as always, new members are needed for the BZA, Planning Commission, and the Green Team. Speed cameras. We're still awaiting word from the Charles County Sheriff Office as to their availability to help with the process. Paving repairs along Strauss Avenue, Davis Drive, and Travers Road will take place this week, weather permitting. We've run into some issues with the weather in regards to that. Richard Park, the town's engineer, has put together an RFP for Davis Drive, Alton, and Lee Courts. We've received one quote from the 4 vendors we've contacted. We are now awaiting a second quote from an additional vendor. The town's annual audit is well underway. The town will begin to work on the FY 2014 budget this month. The Eskimo property, that's the property behind the Villages of the Potomac, may be coming to the March Planning Commission meeting with a concept plan for the area. Well 5 in Woodland Drive is offline for repairs. The town is down to 1 trash truck. The older of the 2 trucks is being repaired. You may have seen a Town of La Plata truck in the area. Thank you, Town of La Plata. Update on the burned house, truck, and trailer. The house will be burned down as part of an exercise by the Indian Head Fire Department this month. The truck has been removed and the trailer will be removed this week, tomorrow, according to Karen. And last but not least, the town will be adopting the 2012 building codes in the next few months. Code Enforcement Report, January 2013. The town issued 10 notices of violations during the month of January. 4 trash and debris, 1 vehicle, 3 property maintenance, and 2 miscellaneous violations. One of those was a dog barking and illegal burning. And last but not least, the town performed 7 rental inspections during the month. Planning Commission Report, January 2013. The Planning Commission discussed proposed changes to the zoning ordinance and approved the zoning map with proposed revisions. And last but not least, we have the Economic Development Commission Report, January 2013. The Economic Development Commission discussed fundraising efforts for the Trailhead project as well as project updates and upcoming events being held by the Indian Head Business Association.
Thank you. Are there any questions on the reports that the manager read? Does anybody in the audience have a question on any of the reports? Seeing none, then we'll move on. Karen comes up early tonight. She's doubling as the fire chief. So she'll be giving us the fire report. And then she'll move into community affairs.
Fire chief's report, sorry. Good evening, everybody. The fire chief said he's sorry once again. He hopes to be back here in March. He's still teaching over at the county. He wanted me to first remind everyone that might be using alternative heat sources to heat your homes during these cold winter months to be extremely careful, and don't forget to use UL approved plugs and outlets and that kind of thing. As always, if you have any questions or need any help, you can always contact the fire department, and they'd be happy to come out and answer your questions or look at your smoke detectors or anything that you may have a question on when it comes to your fire safety in your home. For 2012, for the month of December, the department was dispatched to 25 fire responses and emergency medical responses in the town and surrounding areas in Charles and surrounding counties. They completed 125 hours of training through departmental drills and formal education. And in 2013, for the month of January, they were dispatched to 36 fire and emergency medical responses in the town, surrounding areas in Charles and surrounding counties, and they completed 150 hours of training through departmental drills and formal education. The total for 2012 responses, training, and activities are as follows. Total fire for 2012, 264 responses, 137 of those were first due, 111 were mutual aid, and 1,071 total responders, 742.37 total man hours were spent. And for total EMS for 2012, there were 311 responses, 1,088 total responders, and 956.46 total man hours. Training, 72 total departmental drills, 875 members attending, 1,750 total hours for departmental drills, 850 hours of MIFRE educational training, and 2,600 total hours of training. Fire prevention activities, there was 500 total man hours spent, 32 hours were spent on smoke detector installations or handing out through materials or handing out the smoke detectors throughout the year. The department's fire prevention program was recognized for the 12th year in a row as the top program in the Class 3 category for the year-round and special project at the Southern Maryland Volunteer Firemen Association's annual convention, and as one of the top programs throughout the state of Maryland at the Maryland State Firemen's Annual Convention. Okay, any questions on that, which I probably can't answer for you, but just remember, if you do need smoke detectors, he does have them available at the firehouse. You can contact the firehouse, or you can contact me, and I can get the information to him, your request, and get those installed for you in your home. Okay, moving on to community activities. The town's annual spring party and Easter egg hunt is coming up in a month. Sunday, March the 10th from 2 to 4 here in the Village Green Pavilion and in the park. Our annual celebration is for children ages birth to 12 years, accompanied by an adult. Admission is $2 for all ages. It includes lunch, carnival and guessing games, the petting zoo, craft making, door prizes, and an Easter egg hunt with prizes for the 12-year-olds and younger. Gee, little John can come this year. And photos with the Easter Bunny are $1 each, and we ask you to not forget to bring your Easter basket. Any organizations, youth groups, or individuals interested in volunteering for the event, you can contact me via email at karen@townofindianhead.org or on my cell 240-375-4061. In March, on Saturday the 16th, will be the 4th annual Charles County Sheriff's Office annual bike ride. It begins and ends at the Village Green. It's last year we had 128 riders, and they enjoyed riding the Indian Head Trail at their own pace, followed by lunch prepared and served here in the building by our town's Community Activities Committee. The proceeds benefited United Way of Charles County and Springdale Center. This event was co-sponsored by the town, the Sheriff's Office, United Way, and Springdale. And our copier is out of order at the town hall, so I wasn't able to do copies of these two events that I just talked about, but it'll be online, and also if you need them, you can call me, and as soon as they're ready, I'll be happy to get them to you. We will not have a community activities meeting on February the 12th as we would normally, because that's the night of the Business Association of Charles County and Indian Head Business Association mixer that they're doing here in the building. And some of us will be working on that. And let's see. Oh, Town Hall, Community Affairs, and Public Works will be closed on Monday, February 18th in observance of President's Day. Remember, there's no trash service that day, but it will resume with your next scheduled date, which should be Thursday. And I believe that is all I have. Does anybody have any questions? Easter is Sunday, March the 10th, 2 to 4. Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Next, we have a community policing report. No, I've skipped again. Even have it on the list this time. County Recreation.
Good evening. My name's Heather. You're probably getting familiar with me now. I'm the pool manager over at Lackey. Just a couple things that are coming up for the month of February. We have the lifeguard prep class next Friday. So if anybody who's 15 or older, they're interested in becoming a lifeguard, we've actually got a lifeguard class coming up March 1st through 3rd. But if you feel like you might not be ready, you can show up to the prep class next Friday. It's only $15. Just testing out your skills, making sure you're ready so you're not wasting your money for that March class. We got swim lessons coming up, getting into the spring, yay. You can go ahead and check our schedule. It is starting on February 19th, so if you're starting to look into swim lessons, start signing up. They're booking up. We also have Intro to Fitness swimming for adults. I don't know if anybody's ever taken it before, but we have our Adult Learn to Swim Hour, which is for beginners. Well, Intro to Fit's kind of like a spin-off. It's like for the more intermediate, not the beginner. They want to start learning how to swim. Along with that, I saw a couple people pick up the flyers. Along with that, we also have fitness swimming for adults. So I like to teach that program because I like to torture. What goes on is basically it's like a swim team, like a swim practice. I have triathletes come, and I'm actually putting a workout together for them. So I personally love that program. We also have water aerobics coming up on February 13th. They're from 6:30. No, I lied. Sorry. They are from 7:30 to 8:30, and I will be teaching that starting next Wednesday. Oh, of course, I can't forget. Underwater egg hunt, March 28th, Thursday from 6:30 to 8. Other than that, we have our typical birthday parties and private pool rentals, and like I said, you can always go to our website at www.charlescountyparks.com. Okay? Any questions? I covered everything. Any questions? Nope. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, without another false start, we have a community policing report. And I think this will be the final one from...
That's correct.
Right?
That's correct. Good evening, everybody. I'd like to take this time to let everybody know that I've been transferred from community policing back to patrol in my request to pursue a career goal of mine. With that being said, I would just like to take this time to thank each and every one of you, especially the people here in the audience this evening. You definitely made me feel very welcome in the 2.5 years I've been here. You definitely have shown me what a true community is. You guys do an outstanding job of sticking together and accomplishing things. And your town council definitely is in your corner to make things better for you guys here in the town. I just can't thank you enough. I've really appreciated my time here. And with that being said, I've requested to patrol in this area, to stay in this area because of that, because of the just the overwhelming community support that's here, and that you guys really do care about what's going on around you, and that you care about what's happening in your communities. It makes it worthwhile as a police officer to help you do that. So that's why I've been lucky enough to honor that request to stay here in Indian Head and continue patrol as well. Officer Elliott is going to be my replacement. I've worked with Officer Elliott for the past 6 months or so. He's quite different than me, but he is definitely a gung-ho guy. He is very fun-loving. He makes a great community officer as far as he's very easy to talk to, very understanding, and he'll be a great asset for you guys. And plus, I'll be around to keep an eye on him, make sure he's doing a good job, make sure he's doing what he's supposed to, which I know he will. And I'm always available as well. Even though I'm not your community officer, I'm still a police officer here in your town. So you can always contact me with any issues you have or any questions you might come across. Be more than willing to help you guys out. I'm still there for you guys. That's really all I have to say. And just thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Officer Riffle indicated how much he appreciates working for us and our support for him, but we think he's done a great job in his 2.5-year tour of duty here as the community-oriented policing officer. He's helped us with trail rides. He's helped us with a lot of issues or concerns that were going on around the community and has been pretty much on top of everything. I don't think we've ever stumped him with a question. So we really appreciate your hard work and the great service that you've done to our community, provided for our community. And we'd like to present you a SEAL certificate in recognition and appreciation of your service as community policing officer for the town of Indian Head. Thank you very much.
That was me.
Don't hit that beer before you come. I'm sorry. I was uncalled.